Is this from the album or something? Because I haven't
This
actually
is
listened
from
to
her album, and then this dude's like remixed it.
That is pretty beast. I won't lie though.
Can you imagine?
No, on the drugs in that room, that'd be fucking sick.
That would
But
be
like,
fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's hot and sweaty, and there's cunts hanging off the balconies,
Yeah.
jumping off, and then just ravaging like.
And like comes like off the top rope and just like,
Literally.
oh, it's like 8 people just like on the ground like this, just like
little cockroaches. Like, bro, I want to experience that so bad.
Yeah, just once, hey. Like you'd have to do it. Like,
I know. Maybe even like 6 times, but like
just once a day.
Plus. Yes. I honestly love the Brat album. Did you listen to it?
I listened to it super quickly, like once through, but
Oh
it's
my
really not
God.
my. I think I'd have to be in the right mindset to listen to
Fair.
it. It's not really like my type of music.
Yeah, fair.
I do try to listen to like I've been trying to venture out my music taste like quite a bit recently. Something I've really been into. I fucking love dancing. I really love just like old, like not old, but like 80s like funk.
Me too.
Music. That shit is so groovy.
I like stuff that you can like feel in your bones.
Body. Yeah. I feel like they don't. I would love to just see an event in Australia where they play like disco shit.
Yeah.
For like a whole night, just disco shit.
Yeah. And
Why
it's like
can't they do that? Why can't they do that?
Instead of Sonder, they need to be made. Sorry.
Wait, was it?
Sorry. But let's take that model and reframe it and just put in like funk music and all that sort of thing. Like, not trying to hate on anyone. The model works, right?
Oh,
We
let's just
love
play fucking.
the model works.
No, what's it called? What were we saying before?
I've
I've
been a
been a
nasty
catchy
girl.
girl, catch my
Like,
freak.
bitch,
Oh.
if you don't stop playing that
This
fucking
one.
song.
I've been all over the world.
We can keep that one though.
I do like that one.
Like,
Yeah, that is a banger. But like, I don't mind those songs. But every fucking time, I do start to mind it a little bit.
I definitely do start
just
to mind.
mix it a little bit, like even just like some simple like Michael Jackson, like rock your body type shit.
Oh, bro. Actually, I watched. There's a Netflix. It's kind of like a small little documentary on the. Do you know the song "We Are the World"? We are the world.
Yeah.
They did a little documentary on all of the behind the scenes, like what it took to make that song and the music video and the production, and it was crazy, bro. And I genuinely was looking at like all the artists. I think they had like 40 different artists in one room to record that song, and I was like, damn, like I don't know if I can think of anything that has been done in modern day to that scale. Like that was literally fucking wild. Also though, like just Michael Jackson as an individual and as
scary.
a performer. No,
He's so
I
scary. Guys.
have such a big crush on Michael Jackson.
No, have you seen that video? He's like,
froth.
He
gorgeous.
Have you seen that video where it's like he's doing a show and people just passing out, like men and women, just in the show because it's like so crazy to watch the cunt.
Yeah,
I can imagine
that would be me.
But I also like not gonna get into crazy detail because everyone knows this story. But like I did have like a genuine phobia of Michael Jackson growing up.
I think that this is like, I don't want to say a common thing, but
No,
I've heard other people say this.
I've met people before with the same phobia. I genuinely think there was like some like. Bro was like in everyone's dreams. The reason mine started was because I had one of those sleep paralysis.
Oh.
And like
and he was in the corner?
No, he was literally like not this house, but he was like on the door frame, just leaning. Didn't move, and I was stuck.
God.
And he was like peak white Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And I was like so fucking scared. And my eyes, I could move my eyes. I remember but I couldn't do anything else. And I don't know, it probably lasts like 15, 20 minutes. I don't know the exact time. It felt like ages.
That's just fucked up though, hey?
And then ever since, and I had already been scared because like there was like some documentary about like his like
all the allegations.
Yeah. And then like I had seen like part of it on YouTube and that already freaked me the fuck out. So then that was like a combo thing and I was so scared of shit like that when I was younger. Like obviously like, this would be like and then like I had Guinness Book of Records like and he's always in them because that all has
really
I think like maybe like crowds and stuff like that. Like I
okay.
remember there's a few pages and I had like all the books. I just ripped all of them out with him in it and like threw them away. And my mum likes Michael Jackson. Like she had the CDs. Like I made them like put them all away. And like it got to the point where like It was bad. Like I couldn't even listen to it. I remember the Thriller music video used to scare the fuck out of me.
That used to scare me too, though.
That's fucking scary. Like, let's not fucking play around here. That is low-key. That should be like R18 horror.
Yeah.
That's fucking scary. I don't want to play no more. Like, I actually shouldn't have been exposed to that at such a young age, can't.
That was filmed in like what, the 1960s? I don't know. Like
You're way too
ago.
early. I think it's like 80s or 90s.
Maybe 80s, yeah. He was born in like 1958.
Yeah.
He definitely wasn't filmed in the 60s. But you think about it, like in the 1980s, let's look at the technology. Let's look at the entertainment in that time period. That would have been fucking insane to watch.
Yeah.
That would have been fucked up.
I would have been scared as fuck then.
Literally.
Yeah.
The full music video, which goes for what, like 8 minutes or whatever, is actually like it's a little cinematic masterpiece. There'd be motherfuckers coming out the ground like with all these sound effects and shit. Like, girl, get back in the ground. You are giving me the heebie-jeebies.
No,
right now.
I remember my friend, or a lot of my friends knew I had this phobia. Like, I couldn't even see a photo with him. Like, I would genuinely be like,
really?
So bad. It's like if you had anyone with a phobia, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he just looked so fucking scary. And it was just like,
I love him so much.
I love his music too, though. Like, now I can listen to it like fine. But I remember once I was sleeping at my friend's house, and he had like this big pile of washing. I was like in the spare room. It was like a sleepover. And he'd put this speaker. He put this speaker inside the washing without me knowing.
No.
And it was like the middle of the night at like 2 a.m. or something. And he played Thriller.
Oh my God.
You know me, like young me, like I'm a sook. Like I'm going to be like, ah, you know? So he put that shit like in the thing, full volume.
Yeah.
And he's like, hello, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I'm literally like, and I got up and I'm like fucking trying to find the speaker. And it's like in the washing. And he comes in and he's like, And I was like, oh, just fuck off. Like,
call my mum. Call my mum.
I was like so off that day. Like that actually sucked. And it's so funny because like some of my friends knew me, like that I'm still friends with now, knew me back then to this time. And like they would just send me just random photos of him. You know what I mean?
God.
But like, thank fuck I grew out of it. He's also just such a beast.
He's such a beast. I actually used to watch when he like died. I was in mourning. I was honestly in mourning. I was fucking sad as fuck. I used to watch Michael Jackson ghost videos, and it would be like videos. Like obviously these videos are fucking fake. Well, I think they are. They might be real. And then like, girl. But anyways,
ghost videos. I don't know how the fuck you watch ghost videos.
I used to be obsessed. I used to go into rabbit holes. And do you know what the worst thing is? When I was a kid, I would be left home alone, and I'd be sitting there watching these fucking ghost videos at 7 p.m. at night. My bedtime's at like 8 p.m. Bitch, I'm watching these right before bed. And then I can't fucking live in the house with I had to have all the lights on. I had to have like music blaring. I would put blankets like over the fucking blinds and shit because I was like, no one can come inside. I would lock all the doors, like it literally. And you know what? That low-key still lives with me a little bit. Like even now, I get nervous when I'm home alone, which is like for half the week I'm home alone. And if there's like my kitchen window doesn't have blinds on it, and I'm like, oh my
struggle
God.
With mirrors when I'm home alone.
Really?
Or if I'm I remember when I was a kid, if I was in the shower,
yeah,
sometimes I'd hurt my eyes and wash my hair with my eyes open.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, no, like someone's gonna get me. Like during that,
in my 1 second of weakness.
And like even like with the like, I was never really super scared of the dark when I was younger, but like I would be running up the stairs every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
had to.
I had to because someone's gonna get me, bro.
Otherwise,
yeah, literally.
Yeah. It's funny when you look back at like things you did as kids, and you're just like, I was a dumb motherfucker. I was a dumb thing you're talking about. Yeah.
Damn.
This is the air show's on at the moment. I think it finishes tomorrow.
What's an air show?
So
just
it's pretty
planes
much
in the sky.
Well, it's actually like I think they're all like army issued.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
like they're not just like fucking your Boeing 737 from
with the fucking door open.
Literally, bro. Everyone jump out.
Have you seen that?
No, I
one
haven't.
Boeing, and it's just like they're just flying, and like the door just come off.
That's a Jetstar flight. That's
most safe Jetstar flight.
Bro.
Wait, I'll show you. Like that.
That's crazy.
Oh,
I always love watching those videos, but at the same time, I'm like, is this actually real or is it fake? I kind of want it to be fake, but I also want it to be real. Real in the sense that it's cool.
Like there's a video, but look at that shit. That door is just open.
Bro, could you imagine being the dude like on that seat? on those 2 seats, the passengers.
That's crazy, right?
That's actually fucked up.
Yeah.
All of your belongings that are stuffed under the seat, gone. Don't even worry about it.
Me personally, especially with my current financial situation, I might just risk jumping out
For a bit of combo.
Or I might just start jumping and hitting the ceiling. Oh fuck! Just like fucking, like, you know when you're like, what's it called? When you're skydiving. Just the air coming in. I'm just like in the airplane.
Bro!
But like, I'd probably try and get like a parachute and try and jump out and just like get an accident, because I'd be like, oh, I just fell out the side.
You fucking motherfuckers.
And you're getting like millions for that type of issue.
Bro, but you're also probably ending up with like a real hectic injury.
Yeah, but it's like you get the money to pay for the injury.
I mean,
depends how far down you are in life, and sometimes
depends how far down.
Sometimes I'm down there. I don't know what to get
Sometimes
out.
I need $1. I need my next meal to be paid for. Declan always, like, we'll be out going for walks, and there's this pedestrian crossing like outside of our street, and no one. Do you know Hedges Avenue?
No. You're talking too specific now.
Okay, sorry. Well, if anyone knows Hedges Avenue, it's like a 30-kilometer zone. Motherfuckers be flying through there, literally flying to the point where it has those speed bumps, and you can hear the car. It'll go because it hits the fucking speed bump. It's such a fast pace. And Declan's always like, maybe one day I should just like walk in front of one.
Yeah.
Like, let's just see what happens. And I'm like, no.
But you gotta make sure.
You don't understand.
No, but make sure on the walkthrough he jumps when it's coming like over the thing. So he gets like hits off on the leg, but he flies over. You don't want to get run over.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh hell
Yeah,
no.
nah.
Babe, you're not coming home if you
Nah.
get run over. You're not gonna be able to use that money. Let's be real. But I always say to him, like, babe, no, like, it's not worth. I understand the payout.
You ever get the intrusive thoughts where you're just in the car as a passenger and I always want to move the steering wheel to hit the other side, like the other.
I never get that.
I get
particular
terrible
thought.
intrusive thoughts, like fucked intrusive thoughts. Like,
Really?
I think it's like I've heard with ADHD people get intrusive thoughts, right? But like
Yeah.
mine is almost to the point where it's like a tick. It's like if I can't do it, it's like I feel fucking like off. Like it's like yeah,
I
and
have to release this.
yeah, and it's like I don't think I've ever sat in the front passenger seat like that I can remember without thinking, oh, I just want to fucking just not even like
Just
hurt
one
anyone,
time.
just like you know what I mean? And it's just like, and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, you fuck. Stay on your toes, you know, like.
My dad actually used to do that.
My dad actually used to love driving into oncoming traffic.
Bro, my dad literally, I used to have this one particular friend, and I don't know if she'll be listening to this, but she'll know who she is. Anyways, and my dad used to drive this fucking Subaru, and he used to go like swerve on the roads, and we'd be sitting, how you look so perfect on your worst days. And we would be in the back seat as like little 8-year-olds fucking hitting the fucking boom, boom, like corners to the max, but no corners. This motherfucker just swerving. I'm like, bro.
That's character developing though. That's how you don't get car sick. He was trying to like teach you
Build
for
you
later.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also
That's how you
one
get a
time,
foundation.
he like drove up in the same Subaru. He like drove up on this like dirt mound, and like the car, I'm not even joking, was almost fucking vertical.
Wait, like on the side?
Yeah, bro.
That's sick.
And he just kept
Do
driving.
you reckon he got extra XP for that?
I literally...
He definitely got extra XP. They definitely went him back to, like, to the next service. They're like, no way, can't you do the horizontal move?
You get it for free!
Yeah, you get actually 2 extra year warranty. Subaru is like the favorite car. I saw this thing like Subarus are always owned by lesbians, apparently.
I reckon my dad could come off as a lesbian. He'd been rocking. He doesn't have it anymore, but for about, I think he said it was like 30 years of his life, he had the same flat top haircut.
That's kind of hard.
Bro, and he always had like one ear piercing, and he would always swap it out for the most fucking horrendous ear piercings. It was like he would have like a screw, or he'd have like a fucking a paper clip. Like he was just doing and he wanted to get like his nipples pierced. I'm like,
he's a freak.
This dude is crazy.
Maybe that's Freak Bob. Maybe your
Freak
dad's
Bob.
Maybe when you're on the phone and you're like Freaky Bob's calling, it's your dad.
Bruh. I could honestly write novels. Like my dad was, he's still alive, is.
He was a great man.
Once upon a time. honestly, just crazy. My dad actually got his now ex-wife's name tatted on his chest before they met.
That's so hard. That is so fucking gangster.
And do you know what?
Now I know why you're such a freaky cunt, because you're from him. That's
but do you
hard
know
as
what's even more
fuck.
fucked up? So her name was Grace, and now that they're not together, he wants to add a couple more letters on and turn it into Disgrace. I'm like, bro,
That's hard.
He just
No, if they don't
he's got character.
Yeah, if they're not getting me tatted on before I meet him, I don't want to meet him.
Hell no. But
That's-
now what has he done? They were married for 6 months.
6 months,
6
and he
months.
got tatted
Before
they met.
Before they met. They were like video chatting online. This is again one of your classic like white Australian man meets Asian woman. They were talking online and he just thought it would be a good idea to surprise her.
I think like she'll love this.
Literally.
Oh, she'll love this.
Yeah. This one's going to do it. Like,
no, like what we were talking about before with like the old white men and like Asian partners, they are genuinely racist a lot of the times, like to the countries they go to. They just want like a wife.
They want that power.
Yeah. It's a thing. It's such a thing. And it's also like, I don't know if you've ever been to like an Aussie bar in Bali. Holy fuck. They just like, they mistreat the locals so bad.
Oh, really?
They're always like this, like,
oh,
you know?
Yeah.
She's actually
a human being.
Yeah. And she's actually just doing her job normally. And
yeah.
you're just
If
being
you
a
just
shit
call
cunt. You're
her by
actually in
her
another
name.
country. Imagine if they did that here.
Yeah.
There'd be like a whole fucking TikTok. Oh, they need to leave.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. And then when they're over there,
I'm calling fair work straight away.
And then they have like the bintang always.
Yeah.
And just some fucking shorts. And I remember I went there, it was during like the start of the NRL season.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I love my fucking footy. So I come watch the first game of the season.
Yeah.
Oh, just fucking disgraceful. Like I felt sick because obviously being half Indo, it's like I have a lot of empathy for like those people, right?
Yeah.
Like, but like it's, I don't know, like it genuinely made me so upset like watching. And the thing is like, you know that these cunts like just come here, like this is like they don't, I don't know how to explain it without sounding like a shit cunt, but it's like, it's the power thing. They know they can't do that at home.
Yeah.
So they go over there and do it. Yeah. And it really pisses me off. Like genuinely, I think that's such a thing. And like, oh, they'll get to buy like, oh, like Bali's so shit, blah, blah, blah. Like, what I even... Well, cunt, maybe because you're in a developing country, cunt, and you came here for that reason so you could buy fucking things and go out and stuff for way cheaper.
Yeah, so you can exploit it.
Yeah, so maybe when it smells like shit, sometimes when you walk in the street, you've got to fucking expect that cunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally.
Like, oh, it's just like, get a grip, you fuck. Go to fucking... Like, go to Spain or something. I don't know if you want some other different type of holiday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go to Europe.
Yeah.
You know, but like, you're getting what you're getting there.
Yeah.
And don't be fucking like... Just don't be ungrateful for it, cunt. Because there's a reason you're here. Literally. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Oh, that shit pissed me off more than anything. I won't lie. It's like there's one thing being like a sad cunt in Australia.
Yeah.
You're on home ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
But overseas is like a whole different thing. And I'm not
it's
saying
like you're representing our country.
Yeah.
And you're doing this.
Oh, it's just like that fucking ray gun. Oh,
I don't even want to.
Fuck me. If I've ever seen white privilege come through, that's right there. Did you see that she like allegedly, I think she finessed the system so she could get the qualification.
Yes.
And I think, me personally, that's jail time. I don't want to see. Apparently I only saw this one like TikTok, and honestly, I'm very not informed. I'm just like, oh yeah, I saw it, and then I'm just like, okay, I'll just tell someone.
That's so self-aware to just be like, I'm actually not informed at all.
Like I just know like the one or two clips like that I saw.
Yeah.
But like apparently there's like people that were from like poorer financial backgrounds that were trying to get into these.
I heard this.
And it was like indigenous people as well, and like the way she did it was like these people couldn't qualify, something like this. Anyways, firstly, you did a fucking shit job. I don't want to see that stupid like, oh bro, this shit. Get out, bro. Get out. Like, you can't... No, seriously.
We know you're from Australia because you got the green and
like
gold.
She's like this. Yeah, you're in green and gold, you idiot. You could have, like... She was so, like... Horrendous, but also, like, so determined to show off, like, that she was different. It's like, you there to break dance, and the creativity comes fifth. Like, you know what I mean?
The talent is non-existent.
Yeah, but like she was like, oh, I'm trying to incorporate Australian. She's doing these fucking, what is it? This cunt, like this one. Like, oh,
yeah, I know.
what are you doing, bro? Seriously, what other fuck? Like, and I was thinking when I was watching it, I was like, you're telling me there's not one other person in Australia that could have done a better job. I could have done a better job.
Oh my God. And all the, like, anytime that it's posted on like Facebook or whatever, all the comments are like, oh, I didn't even realize that you didn't even need to be good at breakdancing.
Well,
like, it's true though.
I saw a TikTok of this like just a normal Aussie chick that like making fun of her.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like, oh, how many of the moves I could do? Never done breakdancing. Literally did half the fucking performance because half the performance is just this bullshit. Like some fucking wiggles, you know? That's kind of hard though. I actually would, like, if I actually could be fucked, I would make like an emote video. Like, you know how like there's like this one?
Yeah.
Like I would make like new ray gun emote just dropped, you know? That shit hard as fuck though.
Honestly.
If she was really good at breakdancing and she hit some kangaroo shit at the start, I would have really fucked with it.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it sucked ass. Like, and like there was like this Aussie guy that went, there was like our one Aussie breakdancer and he didn't win anything, but at least he at least tried and he was like, all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you see better breakdancers on fucking YouTube.
Yeah, bro. Jump on TikTok. Those motherfuckers be doing it for free. And they're crazy.
Yeah.
They'd be crazy as fuck. Yeah, honestly, I felt really disgraced to be Australian.
But it was just the fact, like, the whole way she got into it. And then, like, afterwards, it was like, she's, like, trying to make it, like, oh, like, just, like, a joke. Like, she was in the Olympic Village and they're all like, oh, Reagan. And she's, like, doing her little silly break. No, cunt, you actually devoted your whole life to this.
Yeah.
But you kind of suck, so now you got to make it a joke.
You got to
We're
try
gonna
and
call you
reverse
out.
it.
We're going to call you out for it because it was shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One thing in Australia is you can't get away with any bullshit. Like, you could be good at something, we're like, oh, fucking hate this guy. Like, God, I have a mate that just hates, like, I know you don't watch footy, but, like, there's one player named Sam Walker.
Yeah.
Every time that guy's just, oh, fuck that cunt.
Oh.
You know, and that's such an Aussie thing, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, I just something about him. You know what I mean? Like,
you just got a stench about him.
Yeah, like, just hate that bloke. And, like, yeah, and then, like, you're just really taking a big fucking risk when you're shit at something and you're trying to do it. I don't know. I really hated that whole thing.
Yeah.
I really did.
I feel like one thing that comes to mind is like literally screaming at me is like, that sounds like tall poppy syndrome.
Yeah, but when you're that, yeah, it is.
Not in her case.
Oh, yeah.
She was just,
that's
not a tall poppy, bro.
Yeah.
That's a rotten poppy.
Yeah.
That is not worth mentioning. But yeah. I don't know. I feel like when you come to Australia, though, it's such a common thing. Like, genuinely, when people can actually be good at stuff.
It's so hard.
Shit on them.
I think that's why we don't have many. We've got many, like, of the normal influencer because it's quite normalized now where you can just, like, post, like, fit pics or whatever in Australia. But we don't have many, like, you never see, something I realized when I was overseas, you never see people here that just do, like, vlogging. Like, common. Like when I was in Singapore, people always have a fucking selfie stick videoing their thing.
True.
And there's no judgment. But in Australia, it's like, oh, what does this cunt think he's up to?
So much
You know what I
judgment.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, you never see those live stream Twitch streamers that go around the city often in Australia.
Yeah.
Not saying that we always want it, because, like, the amount of times I see, like, oh, what's your body count? What's your body count in the fucking city? Just like, oh, make something creative at least. You know what I mean? But, like, Australians really don't like that shit. And it's such a small thing.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that because it's like, even when I have barely posted anything, but sometimes, like, even if I make a TikTok or something, I genuinely feel so anxious sometimes, like, because everyone judges so crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, sometimes you just want to post something silly, but it's like, I don't know, I just feel like Australian particularly, they just don't fuck with it. And it's like, they won't fuck with you until you're popular.
Until you're so big that other countries notice you.
Yeah, and it's like, as long, like, once you get your 100K followers or whatever, they'll be like, oh my God, that's so amazing.
That's when they start coming up to you.
Yeah, but before, on that come up thing, a lot of Australians will not fuck with you at all.
Yeah.
And that just makes you feel like, I don't know, it's like, why can't I try? You know what I mean?
I feel like everyone should still try. I feel like, I mean, maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but it took me like a long time to kind of just like not actually give a fuck. And this isn't even in relation to like posting stuff, just to not give a fuck about like what other people think. And I feel like that filters into this nicely. Because at the end of the day, even though we say that we don't care about what other people think or like their validation, like you kind of hope that whatever you're posting still resonates with someone at the end of the day, right? And I don't know. I feel like people should just post their silly little videos and like their funny little shit. Like I want to see you go skits on TikTok. I want to see you rage, bro. Like,
but like we both think the same in that way though. But like sometimes people will watch stuff like that and be like, fuck, what is this kind of up to?
I know.
And it's weird though. But like, yeah, you can't obviously expect everyone to like what you post.
Yeah.
I just think in Australia it's very like I think in America you're kind of given the liberty to try and be a little creator or whatever like that. People don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as, but yeah, I don't, I just feel like everyone feels so, I mean, we've talked about this, like even when you go to like club events or whatever, everyone just feels like they're trying to look better than everyone else. And it's not like that doesn't exist in everyone, like other places in the world, but I just feel like everyone's so self-conscious in Australia and everyone's trying to fit like some certain mold. Like you ever go to fucking Burleigh Pavilion?
Oh my God. I can't.
Yeah. That's one of the worst experiences.
Collective sigh. That shit is fucked. I actually went to the pub last week.
Yeah.
Last weekend on Saturday before I went to Sonder. Bruh. Yeah, it's just. Do you know what was actually really sad to see? So
they're racist. That's facts.
Oh, bro, there's so many things about that joint, and I still paid the $30.
So do I.
Am I better than them? No.
Yeah.
But not saying I'm racist.
I mean, I've probably been once. Oh, I didn't even been this year, but I've been a few times.
Yeah.
Like, I've had multiple experiences where I've been with people of color. And haven't got let in for just bullshit reasons. Genuinely.
Yeah.
And I've met other people that have had the same thing. Like some person will have like the same tattoo and then it'll be someone they don't like and they won't let them in and the other person they'll let in. I don't know.
Do you know what fucks me off as well? It's like there's just no everyone there is like the same. Same person, same clothing, same font. Like they're all doing the same thing. And so if you don't exactly
that's what I meant, like fitting the mold. That's what I'm saying.
Then everyone looks at you like you just.
But it's not even. I'm not even mad at you at trying to fit the mold. Go do what you want to do. Just don't judge the other motherfuckers for trying to do something different.
Exactly.
If you want to be like on some basic shit, that's so fine. Yeah. Do that. You know what I mean? But then as soon as like someone else wears something different or something, it's always like instant judgment in Australia, I feel like. Like, I mean, I've talked about this before, and I think Gold Coast is like especially
is horrendous
so bad. Like I feel like if you're in Melbourne, it's much more like you're allowed to dress a lot differently and stuff like that without judgment, I'd say. But I'm not saying Melbourne's good either because I know Melbourne is very cliquey as well. But like, I don't know. I just feel like you can be on your like whatever like archetype you want to be, but just don't. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in Australia it's just so bad. They just judge so crazy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I fucking love Australia. So
there's pros and cons to it all.
Okay, so one of the other things I wanted to talk about was like now I understand why people go to uni. You know when they get those like the banners, like the ribbons.
Yeah.
It says like magna cum laude or some shit.
Oh, like some Latin bullshit.
Bro, that literally just says mega cum lord. I was thinking about this the other day. Like magna cum laude or whatever, some fucking Latin shit. And I wrote down like magna cum laude literally has the word cum in it. I'm not wearing that cunt. Seriously, now I know why you want to get a degree. You literally get a bachelor, what's it called? An honors in mega cum laude.
Some of these bitches can get that for free. Let's be real.
Yeah, you don't even go to uni.
Yeah.
Mega cum laude is fucking crack up.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. If they put that on like a sweatshirt or something, I'd wear it.
The magna cum laude or just mega cum laude?
Both. Because let's be real.
It could be like one of those, like, you know, when you buy like those cards and you change it and like the photo changes.
Yeah.
It's like you look at this way, it's magna cum laude, but this way it's mega cum laude.
Yeah. Just depends on which angle you're hitting it from.
Yeah. I actually don't think I could ever go back to uni. I think my brain is too fried.
Did you go to uni?
I went to uni for like a year and a half.
Really?
Yeah. I was actually doing really well, but then I just stopped going.
Yeah, fair.
But it depends on I always say this to everyone. I think it just depends on the degree you do.
Yeah, depends on if it resonates with you. I really thought I went to uni for 1 semester after high school, and I really thought that's what I wanted to do. And then I got there, and then I started learning, and I was like, "This is fucking bullshit." A lot of it is bullshit.
A lot of it is bullshit.
So
and
true.
I'm not against people going to uni. Like,
no, go get that degree if that's what you want to do.
And the thing is, like,
educated.
I'm very envious of people that did their degree and like.
Me too. And now they're qualified.
Yeah, and like, in a degree that's worth it as well. Like if you're doing like, I don't know, like medicine stuff, I don't know. You got a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got a fucking job. Like maybe you studied your ass off for the fucking 6 or 8 years, but you have a foundation for the rest of your life. Like you're qualified.
Yeah.
What's that fucking meme? You have been promoted. You're one of my finest employees.
Like a bitch.
Her mouth's like, I love that woman, low key.
Is that actually like a real person, or is that a person doing a skit?
I think it's a real person.
Actually,
I hope so.
I thought it was a skit for the longest, but I don't know now.
Have you seen that, like, the guy with the mullet on TikTok? He's Aussie. He's like probably like 18 or something. He's like, hey guys, I just got tobacco from...
Does anyone ever need tobacco to spare until tomorrow? I get paid tomorrow.
Yeah, guys, my
tradie.
Yes. I love that guy, bro. He's one of my favorites. Every time I see his video, I always repost that shit.
Oh, bro.
He's one of the goats. Seriously, he's one of the fucking goats.
Now, I know we were just talking about, cunts that don't always boost each other up, like little Australian icons, but there are some Australian icons.
He's one of them.
Yes.
And I was thinking, like, if I really got back on my YouTube shit,
he will be indicted into the Hall of Fame.
I want to interview him. Like, I want to make a video.
Where does he live? Like
Tasmania?
Bro.
Bro, he literally got the hardest, like, setting, like, the hardest spawn in. Tasmania's a shit. Oh, I've never been there.
I've never been too.
But, like, I've heard it's just boring as fuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. But I think it's pretty, though. But, yeah. Fuck, every time I open the phone, he's always there when the For You page starts. He's like, hey, guys. And I'm like, oh, he's back. What's his name, bro?
Built my For You page brick by brick.
Yeah.
I love seeing that
building
shit.
My house brick by brick, the little tradie.
He could be.
I think his name's Youngton Ninja Cav 2.
What? Where does this username originate from?
Oh, I actually have beef with other TikTokers as well, but I don't know if I'm going to mention it because I want to make a video, but I don't know if I'm going to make a video because I feel bad.
Yeah, okay.
But I'll mention it. I give you exclusive. Fuck it, why not? There's this. I'm not even gonna say his name, but there's this fitness influencer.
Yeah.
The thing is, the sales kind of ship. He's kind of like everyone's already giving him all the hate.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to, but like I could make the best fucking like expose video because this cunt is not one of the elite employees.
Oh,
he maybe is on the edge of getting fired.
Yes.
From Instagram because he's like one of the fitness guys and I don't really fucking mind if you go running and shit. Go do that.
Wait, why do I feel like I know who this dude is?
Yeah, I think you do. But
bro, Declan hates him.
Come on.
Even Flynn hates him too.
Oh,
sorry, I don't.
No, because I was gonna make a video like
I feel like I'm bullying him right now.
That's what I said, and like he's like our age, and I felt real bad, but I could have made. I already wrote it. I won't lie. Like, not the whole thing, but I've started.
Yeah.
And like I have videos, and like all I'm gonna say is, you don't have to post everything on the internet, bro. You're allowed.
You can keep that jaw swinging off. You can keep that in the camera roll. We don't need to see that on your Instagram.
And the thing is with me, the basis of the video I was gonna make. There's no fucking substance, right?
There's no
passion. There's no.
There's no drive.
Yeah. But like, it's like, and then like, he's trying to sell. I think he's trying to sell courses or whatever. It's like you run.
Yeah.
That doesn't define everything else in this life. I don't want your fucking course.
Yeah.
There's no substance. Like, was
it a running course?
Yeah, some shit. But the thing is, like, I don't mind like people that do like influencer stuff, like. If you're going to do running, teach me how to run with good form.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Show me how to stretch beforehand. What shoes should I buy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How to fucking use Strava or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Not, guys, when I was 18, I didn't understand, fucking drunk. Yeah. And now look at me. Yeah. It's just self-serving.
It is.
And it's like, you're not teaching me. And like, bruh, I don't know if you heard. This guy made a video talking about domestic violence.
Wait.
He deleted it, but I got it.
Oh, did you screen
I
record
saved it?
Oh, I want to.
I'll show you it.
This.
I'll show you it after.
Okay, we gotta circle back to that.
I'll show you it after. It is one of the. It's not even just the worst take. It's like you should not be on the internet with this type of mind. Like it's like he was like, women. I didn't think he said women, but anyone in domestic violence situations, it's basically their fault.
Oh my fucking
It's like
God.
he was basically like, it's up to you to get out of it.
Oh my God.
You fucking silly.
Do you know what the worst part is though? Is that well, not you, but he recorded this, reviewed it, and then went post. Like,
it wasn't
bro,
even like a little like racist slip up on a stream. You know what I mean? Like
No.
something said a little slur. He got to think about that, and it genuinely made
that's
me.
a good idea.
It genuinely made me so like, and like the thing is, he posted recently because it was one of the reasons I wasn't gonna make the video about it because I was like, because he was like, oh, like guys, I'm gonna like stay in my lane basically, but he made like an apology. He's talking about like frequencies, like I'm on the wrong. Like,
Oh
you better fucking frequency back off the earth, cunt. Fuck that shit,
bro.
There's nothing that guy because every time I'd open my reels, that guy, nothing gets me more annoyed than that guy.
Yeah,
and it's just like, why don't you just block him? No, because like I was gonna make a video, so I needed to get all this stuff on, you know what I mean, first. Yeah. But it's not even about blocking him, kind of like I'd rather send see everyone hating. Bro, there was a comment and it said like sending hate from Rabina Townsend and management.
So close to home.
Someone else said like sending
That
hate from
is
Zimbabwe.
hilarious.
Someone said sending hate from Albania. and then he posted a video the other day. He's like, "Oh guys, like I just realized I was posting because like I wanted the hate, like I just wanted the engagement." Oh, okay. So you're the guy that's telling me how to live my life, but you're basing your entire personality off Instagram and how people hate you and to get engagement. And you're trying to sell me a program, but that's what your mindset is.
Phony.
Literally,
fake.
Fucking. Oh, it's not even fake. Just fucking stupid. Like at least fake. Sometimes phony people got to be smart to be phony.
Yeah.
But this is just fucking stupid.
It's stupid that he like created this whole little masterpiece and then showed his hand to everyone. Was like, okay, obviously I've done the wrong thing. Now I'm going to tell you all that I've just screwed you all as well. Not that everyone didn't know that in the first place, but
bullshit. I hate like, and it's not even just like that. It's just the fact that I don't mind if you're an influencer, but don't tell me you're better than me when you're not. That's
literally. But I think that is kind of, I hate to say it, but I think that that's kind of the illusion that we all fall under. They all think like, well, no, they try to create this facade that they are better.
Bro, and there's comments of
but
him.
We're all the same.
And he's like, oh, there's a podcast of this guy, right? And he's like, one day, I just think I'm going to change the world. Really? What do you mean? With what, bro?
He's going to be the prime minister.
Yeah, like, what do you mean by that? And it's like, all I'm hearing is this.
Yeah, smacking.
Show me something more than a 5K run.
Show me the money, man.
Show me something more than a 5K run. Show me. Bro, I saw some other person made a video on this guy already. And
was it a hate video?
It wasn't really a hate. It was more like a trolling.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very similar to what I was like wanting to make. But it was like talking about like his Strava is like locked.
What do you mean?
So it's like you can't even see, like his whole thing is running.
Yeah.
You can't even see him running.
Can't access
No. Stand on business. If you're going to say, oh, yeah, like you're going to understand one day. Like basically, he said that in the comment section. He literally responded to a comment like, oh, it's just like.
That makes no sense.
It makes no sense. And it's like, I don't know how you get to that conclusion in life. Like sometimes I see people that with like more, I wouldn't say success, but like more influence, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how you get to that point when you think that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a difference when you're playing fucking video game streaming.
Yeah.
And you're just like, maybe you don't have the best, like, I don't know, ideology on things, but you're just playing fucking PlayStation and you're trying to be humorous. Yeah. Like, if you're trying to tell me how to live my life and you're thinking like that, it just really bothers me so much.
Yeah.
He's up there with the goats of bothering me.
Ooh.
Like there's grilled in that guy.
Oh God.
You know?
Yeah.
Actually, I think I got all the sticks in there.
Really?
Because when after I got
when you cleaned out your car.
Yeah, after I just like sold the car normally and got a new car. Yeah.
Actually,
nothing happened to the car.
My car is being written off. It's going to get written off.
ROP car.
So it's currently in a coma. It's not dead yet. It's in a coma.
Did you crash it?
No, I didn't crash it. Oh my fucking God. Do you want to know this story? I've only recently just gotten over this. I'm not really, but anyways. So for the longest time, if anyone knows me personally, I had scratched all up the passenger side of my car. literally from the bumper to the rear end scratched. Like it was fucked on every panel. Anyways, so I'd lived with that for like 6 years, and my partner is a spray painter. So he was like, why don't I fix it? And I was like, thank fuck. Finally.
Great idea.
Great idea.
Great fucking idea.
Anyways, so he took it out to the workshop to get it fixed. And that was in May.
All I can think is great idea in water bottle. Sorry, that's all that's going into my mind. Sorry, keep going.
Anyways, it's been sitting out there since May, and I haven't seen the car. And Declan finally finished it, and I'm not even fucking joking, he resprayed every single panel. They patched it all up. It looks brand spanking new. I've got photos to prove this. And he was driving it back, and he got about an hour out from the town where it was, and it died. And so they put it on the back of a tow truck, took it to Hyundai in Southport, and Hyundai pretty much said, now, you can fix it, but you might get 50 kilometers. You might get 5,000 kilometers.
What?
We don't know how long this
What
thing's
is the
going to
issue
keep
with the actual
lasting.
car?
There's so much wrong with it.
Right.
It's just been like a little ticking time
Is that
bomb.
because you never service it?
I did service it though. Well, no, let me backtrack. So, for the first like couple of years, I didn't service my car. And then I actually seized the engine. So I ended up paying $7,500 to get a secondhand engine.
They seized the engine? Like someone came to your house like, can't you get a serve? They took the engine off you. They
Bro,
just seized
literally.
it.
Anyways, so I didn't have a car for fucking like a couple of months. Well, I did, but it wasn't my car. And I got a secondhand engine put in it, and a new turbo and all this sort of thing. And it was driving, and I was getting it serviced because I learned my fucking expensive ass lesson. Service your car. Anyways, don't be scared to go to the mechanic. That's what my problem was.
I actually am scared.
I was too nervous to go.
Can I be honest with you? I don't even take. My dad takes my car to the mechanic.
It's nerve-wracking.
Because it's like, I don't know what the fuck you're gonna talk about.
Literally,
Yeah.
I didn't know anything.
I go to this really cute Chinese mechanic, so he's not scary.
I
Yeah.
was going to the big blokes, and do you know what really fucked me off? The mechanics that I was going to at the time, this wasn't Hyundai. This was like an independent mechanic. They would literally call me princess.
They always gonna do shit like that.
They'd be like, "Oh, is this our princess?" I'm going to stab you with the gear
literally
stick.
gonna get the thing where you push the car up, but when you're
The
under the car
jacks?
fixing it, I'm gonna remove the jack.
Bro. Anyways, so my car, from what I had thought, the last time I drove it wasn't, I'm not going to say mechanically sound. I'm going to say like one notch under. I knew that there were things that needed to be looked at, but they weren't things that, it wasn't like an
Like my
impending
car
doom. Yeah, it wasn't like a ticking time bomb. I was like, it was little things like a little sensor had to be replaced. But other than that, the car was perfect. It just needed to be cosmetically fixed. Anyways, it's now sitting at my partner's parents' house. It's just sitting in their backyard.
Marinating.
Completely a brand new spanking car. Looks like brand new spanking car that can't run. It
That
will not
sucks.
drive. Yeah.
That
And
sucks.
that's like fucking
It's not even your fault. At least with my car, mine was completely my fault.
yeah. That was so completely your
I don't know if I
fault.
really want to tell this story because
But-
I can't have the ops knowing
I don't know
how like
how I'd be lacking. I don't know which one is better though. Like I don't know whether it's better to have been at fault or to let go and not even have gotten to say goodbye.
I got the closure.
I didn't. I don't have the closure.
Yeah. And I need closure. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Yeah, I need to know why you left.
Literally.
So like at
oh
least
my
I knew with my
God.
car it was all my fault so I could live with it. But
Yeah.
with your thing, you even tried. It's like it's low key like an ex. Like it's kind of like you tried. You put in the work. You're like, look, babe, I'm trying to work. You know, you put in the fucking new paint.
Yes.
And then like you're trying to make it work again, and it just doesn't work for you.
conked
and
out.
Gone.
Yeah. So that absolutely broke my heart. I'm actually going out there, not this coming week, but the next
Can you
week, so
sell
that
it
I
for
can go
anything or
say my
whatever?
goodbyes. I could
Yeah.
not. Like, yes, but no. Who's going to buy? Like, there would be someone, but because it's being written off, when something gets written off, you cannot you cannot purchase and register a car that's been written off in that state.
But you can sell the parts because my car didn't get officially written off because I couldn't be bothered to do.
But the parts are fucked.
Oh yeah.
Like if someone wants the shell, if someone wants all the shell,
the steel part. Well, that's what I sold. I just sold the. Okay, well, I'm not going to tell my car thing. I'm not letting the ops know. I literally said to myself before this podcast, I'm like, they're not fucking knowing.
Keep that one on seal.
Maybe when I got my money straight and like I'm rich and famous or whatever, then it can be a silly little story. But right now, this is my reality and you're not allowed to know it.
I'm still living with the repercussions.
Every single day. There is not a day I don't wake up and get into my new car like, oh, fuck. Like every day, bro. Every day I turn the fucking
one
new
bad
car
decision has led me to this life.
Every time I open, I start the new car and the Bluetooth is like, Bluetooth device connected. And then it's like the fucking, the interference. Oh, the interference with the Bluetooth. Oh, that just make me I think every day I get in the car, I'm like, fucking shut up, God. Every day. Because like the old car, CarPlay, fuck, you want to watch a movie on it, chuck it on there if you really want to.
Yeah.
The new car, it's like you're struggling to get the fucking radios to connect with the fucking Bluetooth transmitter.
No. Well, I'm pretty lucky in the sense that, so I absolutely loved my first car, and that's the only car that I've actually had that was mine. But I loved that first car. I literally wanted to run it into the ground, which I did. To be fair,
melting currently.
Literally melting pot of cesspit fuck. And
the great melting pot of cesspit fuck.
I've been very lucky that I am not without a car at the moment, and the car that I am driving,
isn't the base one?
It's Declan's car.
Yeah, that's a base car. Every time I get in, I'm like, oh, this is a base car.
Yeah,
I think I've said that every time I've said his car.
So shout out to Declan because
thank you, Declan.
Otherwise I would be.
You'd be like me.
Struggling. I wouldn't even be like you. I would have nothing. You have something.
I have nothing. Have you seen it? They're like with like pork pay or some shit or like Dequavius pay.
Yeah.
Oh, what's it called? Mouse pay.
Yeah.
And then they like scan like, I have nothing. I live there. Like if I had less social anxiety, I would love to pull up to like just a Caltex or something with a fucking iPad with a photo of just like some like ray gun fucking Actually, I would never do that. Fuck you.
Fuck you, ray gun.
Fuck you, ray gun. You're not getting my payment method. But I would love to just put like a little fucking mouse in there and just be like, can I use mouse pay?
You guys
would maybe make my year. Shit like that. There is something I realized with humor and just life where it's like, I love things that aren't really supposed to happen, but they're not like really bad.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit like off.
Yeah.
I think that's why I love people that are a little bit off too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's like my favorite. They're the most interesting people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to just pull up. Like I saw like, do you know Darius, the one he has autism? And he has like a crazy stim, like oh, it's like
Why does that sound so familiar?
Yeah. And then someone else used like, oh, what's that kid's name? You know that little African American kid, and they're in the store and they buy him like toys.
No, I don't know.
Oh, Desmond Benjamin.
I don't know.
My name's Desmond Benjamin.
Oh,
yeah, and he's so cute.
Oh.
And someone used Desmond Benjamin Pay the other day too, and it works. It's always so funny seeing like the person
store
in their
clerk
30s
is
and
like,
40s. You stupid fuck. This is 2024, cunt. We got Desmond Benjamin Pay. You know what I mean? Like, get with it. Stop looking so fucking like curious and shit, and understand that this is how it works now.
Yeah,
you know,
we're moving forward with evolution.
One day we're gonna have chips in the head,
behind our eyes.
I don't even think we're gonna even scan with like our wrist or anything. I reckon it'll just be like I want to pay for that.
Eye contact.
Oh, that scares me. I actually think I won't. I think maybe I will just like leave Earth before that happens.
Die.
I'll probably just die because I don't want to live in a reality where it's like, you know what I'm thinking inside. I'd probably go to jail. I think I would though. I think most people would, to be honest.
I think so too, actually.
Yeah, because like even if you're in the shop and you're just like, oh fuck, he's ugly. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, that's pretty fucking rude. It's like and it's like
instant jail.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, imagine if they have like, you know how like they always talk about like Chinese social credit.
Yeah.
And it's like they just got like a score, a leaderboard, and it's just like, Kai just thought this on there.
Blink.
No, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
And I always get bad intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, you're definitely one of the first to go then.
Yeah. It's time to go. You got allergies?
No, I just feel like I had a sneeze that was about to come on, but I don't.
And you love sneezes.
Love sneezes.
Yeah, you said that in the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do. I reckon, I don't know if I've got allergies, but every time when I wake up in the morning, I sneeze uncontrollably. But then once I clear all the mucus, and it's always clear. It's never coloured.
Yellow.
I'm fine for the rest of the day. I have maybe the odd sneeze, but
I've got like a 5-minute period of just mucus removal.
Is that a normal thing? Like, is that
I don't think it's a
something
normal thing. I think maybe we just both have like sinus issues, but just minor ones.
Yeah, okay, true.
But ever since R.I.P. Benji,
LeBron,
rest in peace, my brother. But that cunt gave me these dark eyes. Like before he existed, I didn't rub my eyes. I had no allergies.
Yeah.
But I was literally we found this halfway through. Like I was literally allergic to the dog. I got tested. But I was like, I love that cunt. You know
I'm not getting rid of him.
I would have let someone like rub my face in his hair every morning for him to like. I would probably give up like something. Like I don't know. I'd give up something for him to be alive again. You know what I mean?
Your car?
Oh yeah.
Oh
fuck! Now you're pushing it. I was thinking more like a t-shirt or something. No, I probably would, to be honest. I love that motherfucker.
Aww.
But yeah, yeah. All I was trying to say is he's gone now, and I got no allergies.
Oh.
So rest in peace, Benji. But I feel way better.
Oh.
I feel way better. I used to have like thick yellow mucus every day with that motherfucker here.
True.
And
That's very interesting.
I used to have like swollen eyes. But then I just kind of realized like I still got allergies, it's just way less, you know?
Yeah.
But look at this little monster, you know what I mean? Like every day I look at him, I'm like, oh, it's so cute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It makes up for the fact that he's literally riddling you with allergies.
Yeah, and he's dead. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't laugh that time. I always love like saying like, oh, and he's dead, and everyone's like, you know what I mean? You know? Yeah. Oh, that's really sad. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Yes. Well, I think that I was blessed with what's that thing where like you just laugh in like serious situations.
Oh, bro, you ever been sitting in an Anzac assembly? That's got to be the worst. I think especially later in high school when I was really aware of these intrusive thoughts more and like would act upon them a little. Like I don't think there was one Anzac ceremony that I didn't laugh. I remember. Okay, this is a story time. And it was not even an Anzac. It was just the army came to our school, like telling us to like sign up. It was like one of those assemblies.
Damn.
And oh, it might have been the Navy. You know where they're like, oh, you get like money or whatever, like from the government paid and stuff.
Yeah.
There was this like, I'm not gonna say his name. He was like a fine kid. I never had much classes, but he was in the SEP thing. I think he had like.
Oh my god, I have not heard that in such
SEP.
a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
He actually wasn't dumb. He was quite smart. Like he did well in his assignment stuff, but just like communication and stuff, you know what I mean? He struggled with.
Yeah.
But I remember this guy was sitting behind me and he just sitting like this with his legs crossed like that in assembly, you know? And he's big. He was a big motherfucker. Like, he was quite tall and like wide. He just ripped. And like the thing is, he was
say.
Yeah, in the middle of the assembly, bro. Just ripped like you know? And the thing is like I don't know what he had, but his facial expression rarely changed.
Yeah.
So he just like had his like face normal and it was just and then everyone's like laughing their heads off guard. They're like the guys at the front like, oh, the army's integral to Australia. and then everyone but the thing is like I think the teachers heard it, but they're like, you know, it's him. We're just gonna let him like, you know, let's not like I don't think he meant it on purpose, whatever.
Yeah.
This cunt let another 4 rip. And they were like different tones. It was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And his facial expression didn't change. And he didn't move. He just sitting there like he's one of the goats. He's one of the greats. And then they ended up, it got so bad. And this thing wasn't even like smelly. Like they were just sound ones.
Yeah.
And then it got like everyone at that point was like, what the fuck is going on? It's gone so gassy that they put him outside.
Oh my god!
They had to talk to him outside.
No!
Yeah, they're like, all right, mate, come on, like, it's so
enough from you.
Yeah, enough from you. Yeah. And they just had to talk to him outside. This kid from the SEP, I felt so bad. It was so funny.
Is that a public school acronym? I don't know if I've ever heard
special education program.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard like someone who comes from a private school.
Wait, let's be.
Say
this
that
might be really
acronym.
off, but do private schools accept like SCP students?
I actually don't.
No. They
don't
definitely
know.
would. I feel like if you paid enough, they would. They would have to have those programs. They would not have. But I don't.
I don't think that they'd be allowed to exclude.
Yeah, they can't exclude. But I don't even know if they have actual. They definitely would. I just never been to a private school. So.
Me neither.
Would you send your kids to a private school?
Oh my God. Declan and I have had this conversation. And because he is the pinnacle of private school. He went to boarding school.
Yeah.
For his whole high schooling
Yeah.
life. And he's told me many stories. And bro, he ate boiled chicken. They would serve him like they'd boiled steak, boiled chicken, ice cream that comes in plain white packaging like a soap bar. You're in a prison, bro. You're in a fucking prison. Hell no. But to be fair with you, when I was a kid, I wanted to go to a private school, but I think that was because I was ill-informed. I think I just wanted to be a little snob. You know what I mean? But now that I think about, spending my own money on my own child to go to private school, no, I wouldn't.
I think I definitely agree. I would definitely pay extra for like the kids' interest, like if they were really good at piano outside of school.
Yes.
But like public school, you just have to pick the right public school. There's some fucked public schools. There really is some fucking terrible public schools.
Yeah. But
like, there's lots of kids that go to private school have heaps of like opportunities. They don't make the most of it because they don't know any different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's
this is the thing though. It's not necessarily the school itself. It's the student and the child and what they choose to do. There are kids who go to public and private schools that excel. And then there are also kids who go to both of those types of schools and choose to make decisions.
I think I think if you have a kid maybe that has like some sort of like neurological disorder or something, it might be better to send in a private school or something where you can get specific like type of, like if there's certain programs or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think like for me, I think a lot of my personality and stuff was like made in public school. Like you're with everyone.
And can I also bring up, I don't know, and I say this because I haven't experienced it myself, but I don't know how much diversity goes into a private school. And this is we're not just talking about culture and race. We're talking about like socioeconomic classes. We're talking about like even just the types of kids. Public school, anyone can go there. So you as a student are exposed to every single kind of person.
Oh, it's good though.
And it's good. It's
so good.
And it's bad. And again, it comes down to the actual individual and what they choose to do with it.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. But I think that it's so important for a person to be exposed to the good and the bad so they can become well-rounded. This is and my dad, he actually was a private school boy for I think his whole life, like his whole schooling life that is. And he said that he would never send his children to a
private school.
Yeah. And I don't know if I have two older sisters and I don't know if they went to private school, but me and my brother. Yeah.
That should be mad boring. How are you going to go to school without a crush?
I think they did some fucked up shit.
How are you going to go to school without no crush, though? Well, I feel like that shit would be so boring. Like, I don't think I could imagine myself going to all-boys school.
Apparently, it's actually... And this makes sense. Apparently, it actually kind of stunts your emotional growth in the sense that because you're not exposed to
I always think that
other genders or just other people.
I don't always think that, but I've thought about that.
Oh my God, I always think about it.
I'm just trying to agree with you, but I have thought about that in the past.
It makes sense though, right? Because you think about it,
a lot of your life, like that's genuinely a skill you need is communicating with the other gender.
Yes.
And then you get that, what's it called? Echo chamber, where all your thoughts and opinions are just repeated, especially with the other guys. You know what I mean? That's why they'll have like some expose and like, oh, the fucking group chat of this all boys school's fucked.
Yeah.
Because I've never experienced the girl. You know what I mean? Like they've never even talked to one before.
And then what? They get to 17, 18 and they graduate and then they got to go out into the real world and they don't know how to talk to anyone.
No.
They get
it's
so
already
nervous.
hard enough without like.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I think that when you are first starting to experience those thoughts and emotions, it is so important that you're just immersed in the experience that will actually teach you rather than being shielded away. Not saying that private school obviously does that. Like their objective isn't to shield you away from the outside world, but you're not exposed to the other people. You're not exposed to the other gender. You're not exposed to like, I want to say, and maybe this is different with borders, but like kids who live on campus, do they go to parties? Do they go, and I'm not even talking about like the crazy ones that you have when you're in year 11 and 12. What about when you're in grade 8 and 9 and you're still a little bit innocent? Do they go to the parties on the weekend? Like, that is such an important part of growing up and being a teenager. And I would never want to take that away from my child. Ever. Like, I had so much fun when I was in high school. And I think it was because I did all those things. Right? And I wouldn't say that I was necessarily a bad student in school either. So that's why I'm like, public school ain't too bad. It ain't too bad.
Yeah, I completely agree. Most of like all the shit you said was just like, I feel like a lot of it is just, I feel like public school generates the most opportunity for multitudes of experience, like different types of experience.
Yeah.
And I think that shit is mad important. I won't lie. Like I don't know. And
this is just like a general comment, but I don't got friends that go to private school, like many. I very rarely have friends that like went to private school.
I think I only know Declan.
Yeah, I literally, outside of Declan, I can't even think of anyone right now that, I mean, I maybe have a couple friends in Brisbane that went to private school, but I don't know. They're not built the same. They're not, bro.
No.
They fuck state of origin. Let's get fucking public versus private school origin, cunt. And it's not even footy. It's just fighting. Fuck those guys.
But do you know what? I honestly feel like the public school will win.
Oh,
I
bro.
honestly believe
public school beat the shit out of
win.
private school.
And maybe I'm being biased, but again, you just are exposed to so many different walks of life. And
I would never change that shit either.
Never in my life. And I don't know. I feel like as well, I don't know, like, do we really need to pay tens of it's so expensive.
Bro, you literally just look it up on Google.
Do we need to pay tens of thousands of dollars for
No.
kids to kind of have, especially primary school? Like, primary school,
No.
what are we doing?
No.
They're
What
not even
are we
paying
doing?
attention. Why are we paying this extra money?
Bro's watching some like AI brain rot video in the back. He's
Yeah.
got the Subway servers up anyways, can't.
In his tidy tray.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
I remember like even when I was in year 12, like the year 7s, because we used to have like a roll mark class was all the grades.
Same.
And
Yeah.
the year 7s would just be in there. They didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They just pull up with their school iPad. They'd be playing Roblox every day. It was the sound on. Fuck, that's hard. They didn't even have AirPods or some headphones. I remember this kid. His name was Zach. I think he's in year 12 now. He'd have to be. I'd think he's year 11 or 12 now. Fuck, that kid was so cool to me. He would just pull up, did not give a fuck. He had one of those like Justin Bieber mop cuts.
Yeah.
And he had like fillers, and he would tell me they're Jordans, and I was like, yeah, bro, they're hard.
Oh
You
my
know?
god.
And he just would pull up with his little Roblox or whatever, or he'd be playing like some fucking like I don't know, whatever the fucking like those. What's it called? The piano game. Whatever was popping at the time, he had it on there.
Yeah.
And the sound was always on the little fucker. And the teacher was like, all right, Zach, turn it down, you know.
Now!
That's so Aussie, eh?
They don't listen.
They don't give a
the kids
fuck.
don't listen.
I think the kids now are worse than...
Yeah. But
I also think of... we probably did another podcast. But like, just like... I think kids grow older now than they ever have before because they're exposed to such things. Because I felt like I was so sheltered. Like, I had heaps of technology.
Yes.
But I'd just be playing PlayStation. I had no idea how to dress or anything until I was like literally in like year 12 maybe.
True.
You know, I feel like kids now like... Yeah, anyway, we can talk about another podcast. I feel like we should like wrap this shit up. This is like 2 hours now. Already.
I feel like we've been talking for 5 minutes.
It's going fucking fast, but I'm pretty sure it's like 2 hours.
Oh my god.
Let me, well, we should wrap it up, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for listening and watching.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
To the Beast Mode Incarnate 3000 podcast. Hopefully we'll have an episode before 1 year next time.
Yes, hopefully. But
we'll actually
if
probably try
not,
and record like next week or something.
Yeah.
Or a week after.
if not, we know, Tane, that you'll just replay the same episode over and over
With
again.
Minecraft. Love you, Tane.
All
right.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.